until you get the Holy Ghost. Hallelujah. We're at 667 Franklin Avenue, near St. Mark's Avenue, in Brooklyn, New York. Write me this week. Send me your prayer request. I'll pray for you that God will grant your heart desire. My mailing address is Post Office Box 715, New York City, New York. Zip code 10002. Somebody say hallelujah.
You guys are now listening to your airwave sweethearts, Doc and Amy.
Do you feel blame?
No.
Feel Remy?
Oh, yeah.
Are you mad? Do you feel like Woods Bob Replenish? Get Fred.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What kind of crap?
You're
You're a dick.
You're not Dominic! Come on, you set a baby in the cradle. You go big ass like a racket skin back and buy a rope.
Okay, that we just kind of picked that up at random. That's a modified interview with our friend Charles Manson.
He's not here.
No, he couldn't make it this week. So we're kind of winging it. I want to welcome you to the Doc and Amy Show, as we're here every Sunday at 5 p.m. And we're here with Amy. Say hello, darling.
Hello.
Yeah, nicely done. And we're here with Brett Michaels over there on the board. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you guys? How you guys doing?
We are excellent. Thank you. I want to remind you that the call-in line is 856-227-1360, and we can be found on the World Wide Web, universe-wide, www.thedocandamyshow.com. We have a Twitter account, a Gmail account. We are all over the place. But you can listen to us streaming. If perhaps your radio glitches here in a minute, you can also catch us at WNJCradio.com. And
but I guess that's why they say every rose has its thorn.
That was our producer, Brett Michaels.
I see. Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate you jumping right in there.
We're taking it up a notch.
Are we?
We are. We got famous people in here now. Yeah.
Okay. Well, alrighty then. I didn't. That was unexpected, but thank you for
That's what it's all about, though.
Spontaneous
I'm here
radio.
to be spontaneous.
Serendipity radio of the airwaves.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly.
Well, and I completely lost my train of thought. Anyway, you can.
I'm good at that.
Yes, thank you. So you can catch us on the web, on the radio, on the computer, on the phone. All kinds of places. Want to remind you again, 856-227-1360. Please call in and participate in this madness. We also have a caption contest on our website at www.thedocandamyshow.com. On page 2, you can look at that picture, and when you're done trying to determine what possibly we were thinking by putting it there, you can come up with a caption, send it to us, and we send the winner to dinner. So, all of that business out of the way. Darling, I know you've done some preparation, and we welcome hearing that every week. What have you got for us now?
Thanks. That's so kind of you.
Oh, no, my pleasure.
No, we got some news this week.
Okay, there's news.
Yeah.
Last week we had nothing.
So did you read that article that said that they've done extensive tests and research and pot smokers are thinner?
Really?
Yes, which is surprising because supposedly everyone eats when they are smoking marijuana.
Right. Having the munchies doesn't usually lend itself toward a svelte physique.
Yeah,
Right.
but apparently research has shown that pot smokers are thinner. So,
Well, what do you know?
Michelle Obama, who, we know that every first lady has to develop her own program and something she's focused on for the administration. And what she decided was childhood obesity. And we've seen her on a lot of different TV shows, hosting, talking about staying fit and being healthy. And her program is entitled Let's Move. So it's doing okay, but it's not as successful as she wanted. she found out, saw this study about smokers being thinner. So she's changed the name of her program from Let's Move to Let's Toke.
Ah, yes. Well, that should
Yeah.
work, I guess.
Yeah.
Michelle Obonga. Okay. Yes. Light one up for the children. Okay.
Yeah.
I
I mean, pot's becoming legal in a lot of states, and I think it's just the
for about a minute, and then
right thing
they
to go.
Yeah.
I mean, but seriously, as a parent, it would be like a lot easier, like if the kids did that, because they'd just be like, "Yo, man," like they would
Yeah.
be so good.
Yeah, it's like roll your own diet kind of thing.
Roll your own diet. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and just for the record, I'm not saying that kids should do that. Obviously, that's horrible.
Oh, why
and
not?
wrong. That it's just a joke, people. So don't
I don't know if I'm.
don't call up yelling at us.
Oh, call! I don't care what you do. Just call up. Can you hear me? Okay, in your head.
I can hear you.
All right. Well, maybe it's just me. Hello, testing 1 2.
Hello, testing 1 2. No, I can totally hear you.
Okay. Well,
In fact, I need to turn this down.
Oh, so that you
Sorry.
can't hear me. Thank you very much. All
Sorry.
right. Well,
That was a
whatever.
joke.
I'm just, trying to make sure that I'm, doing my part over here. So whatever. So we are having a pot smoking dietary kind of
Yeah,
revelation.
it's
here.
great.
I think I could get behind that.
You could? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Well,
As soon as it becomes legal.
okay. So next on your agenda, what is there?
Well, you heard about Carnival Cruise Lines and how they've been having a lot of issues. First, they had the issue over in Italy where they ran the ship aground and the captain left the ship with everybody on it. Then they had the issue a couple months ago where the engine broke down and people were stuck on there with waiting in sewage
Right.
and
Oh, yes.
nothing to eat, And then last week, apparently an Australian couple fell off the balcony of the boat. And they don't know if it was suicide. They really don't think it was.
They were
Looking at the
dieting. They were
footage.
stoned. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So, they've been having a lot of problems. And at this point, they've realized that no marketing in the world is going to fix this issue. So they've decided to just completely change the theme of their boats from like a party atmosphere and have a good time type thing. And they're renaming Carnival Cruise Lines to Survivor Cruise Lines.
Okay.
So apparently
yeah, that works for them.
they're just expecting to have all of these
More
issues
fun.
going forward, and it's going to work to their benefit.
Well, maybe they could treat it like the one soccer team that crashed in the mountains, and their solution to their problem, and just call it Carnivore Cruise Lines. So, if you're stranded, you run out of food. Well, certainly we take the the economy cabin customers and we eat them first. And
That's
then
great.
Go from there.
No, I saw that movie.
Yeah,
That was scary.
it was just a movie. Though.
It was crazy,
No, I
but
mean,
it
was
wasn't
real.
just a movie. It was real.
I mean, the movie, what you saw was just a movie. It's
That's
What
crazy.
you gonna do? It's like
Well, that's what I was
okay, now
thinking
serving the
about.
Donner Party.
But that's what you think about. You're like, what would I do? I mean, I
I'd eat
totally.
me a soccer player. That's what I'd do.
Yeah, I'd have to feed my kids.
Well, what, your kids wouldn't be on the plane.
Why?
And you don't even play soccer. You wouldn't be on the
You
plane
don't
either.
even play soccer. Only soccer planes can crash in the mountains.
Well, we're talking about that specific story. I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah, so anyway, I don't know. It just makes you think, like, what would I do? I think that should be a new
What
segment.
would Jesus do?
What would Jesus do? No, that was the last
He'd
show.
eat him a soccer player. That's what he'd do.
As long as it wasn't on a Friday.
Spice you, my son.
In Lent.
Yes, right.
What do you give up for Lent? Soccer player meat.
For Lent, I give up religion.
That's great.
It's a lot easier. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah.
an easy decision.
Who wants to give stuff up?
No, not
Nobody.
me.
No.
I'm too comfortable in my stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's
my grandfather
so many
said that.
places I
Yeah.
could go with that, but I won't. I will not.
I heard
'Cause
that
I
in a
know
nursing
you'll
home
get
a
mad
couple
at
of
me.
times. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If we weren't on the radio, then I'd bump it up a notch. But we are, so I won't.
Well, if
And
we weren't
that's
on
it.
the radio, we'd look awfully stupid sitting here talking to each other in headphones.
Yeah, we would. That would be weird.
Of course.
Well, we're weird. We're matching T-shirts today.
Yeah, we did that last week, didn't we?
I know. Like, I grabbed his T-shirt.
It's our company T-shirt. It's whatever. Okay.
We're big dorks.
Yes.
Well, I saw people at the casino yesterday. They were like older people, like your age. And no, the woman had on these white pants and like a white shirt with purple trim and purple shoes, and the guy had on a purple golf shirt. I'm like, seriously?
That's so
They're like Barney rejects. Like, why would, dude, grow some.
Barney
why
and
would
Wilma.
you let your wife dress you? Because we know she dressed you.
Yeah, Barney and Betty.
And you're wearing like this it wasn't even like a cool purple shirt. Like, I've seen cool.
Yeah.
Did I say that right? Cool?
Cool.
Instead of cool. Purple shirts.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
It was like multicolored purple stuff. So either he let his wife dress him or he actually wanted to match her. And I don't know which one's worse.
I just pity him either way.
Seriously, it's just not right.
Well, now, all jokes notwithstanding, how old would you say? Because I didn't see them.
They were probably early 60s. They weren't as old as you.
Oh.
I mean, you aren't as old as them.
You,
That came
okay.
out wrong. It
Whatever.
totally really did.
Dr. Freud to the studio, Dr. Freud. All right, whatever.
So anyway, to change the subject before
that sweetheart
I
of
get
the
in trouble,
airwave thing, it's not coming out next week. Yes, we're going to change that right now.
brave hearts of the radio.
The Bickersons.
Yeah, exactly. So, I came across these sayings.
Yeah.
Little
you
sayings,
You were
like-
saying that, yeah.
Wah, wah, wah. So there, some of them I knew and some of them I didn't. So
Yeah, a lot of old adages, old saws, old turns of phrase stick around. They remain for millennia.
Yeah.
And other ones come and go.
kind of fade
Yeah,
out. So
yeah.
the first one is, do you think the rain will hurt the rhubarb? I have never heard of that one.
Apparently, rhubarb is rain sensitive.
Oh, okay.
I have had rhurbarb, and you can't hurt it.
No,
it
it's
could
really-
rain ball bearings. You can't hurt rhubarb.
I actually have a recipe for a strawberry rhubarb pie, and I've always wanted to try it, but you have to cook the heck out of it first. Because it's almost like celery.
Yeah.
It's like really stringy and tough. Apparently, you have to really, really cook it. I'd try it, though.
Well-
I actually have, that's one of the only vegetables I've never tried.
I would encourage you to monitor the portion size and only
Oh.
make as much as you are willing to eat.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll keep that in mind. Okay. This one, which I know is wrong. God willing and the creek don't rise.
Oh, yes. It's good Lord willing and the creek don't rise.
Good Lord willing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if the good Lord is willing, he'd probably keep the creek right where it's at. I mean, he's kind of in charge, right? I mean, that's what I was hearing in the last hour.
It's actually a song.
It is.
It is. And it is a song.
Why don't I know these things?
No, and I love this group.
That's not one of these Scoop Doggy Doo
No,
songs?
it
again,
isn't
is it?
it's Little Big Town.
Okay, I'm still lost. I don't know.
Yeah, and this is live. Apparently they're not as good
That
live,
is
but
somebody's
it's actually a
phone.
really catchy Little Big Town as a country
Yeah,
group,
the audio is kind of wanting.
but it's Good Lord Willing and the Creek Don't Rise. It's actually a really good song, very catchy. So the other one is you make a better door than you do a window. I'm not even going to go there.
I've heard that a lot of times. My grandpa made a pretty good fan.
That's what she
actually.
said.
Yeah, some people, if depending on where they're standing, can create quite a breeze.
Were you born in a barn?
That's right. I wonder if Jesus ever got that line.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Oh well.
Oh God.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh crap.
Who are you,
You think
boy?
Jesus' dad or like surrogate or stepdad or whatever he was said that?
I doubt it.
No, he
Doubt
probably
it.
didn't curse. Is that a curse? That's not really a curse. Crap. That's not bad.
I don't. Do you want to make the determination on this? Brett?
Let's. I got an idea for a next segment. Let's just go through a bunch of words and then Brett
See which
Michaels
ones get-
can tell us if it's a curse. Do you want to do that
see
next?
see which ones bring people through
He
the
looks
front
like
door.
he's gonna have a heart attack. Anyway, so and that brings me to the next one. Nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. That's Brett Michaels right now.
Okay, but here's the thing about sayings. A, they should make some degree of sense.
Yeah.
And B, they shouldn't be nearly that long.
I love that one.
It's hard. It's a whole mouthful. Nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
I love it.
That's a parable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just.
I
too
like
long.
that one. I like it. And I believe half of what I see and none of what I hear.
That was Helen Keller, wasn't it?
Ugh. It was
Dead air.
not.
Okay.
It was not
I'm
Helen
guessing.
Keller.
I'm guessing.
That is so wrong. That's just wrong. Making fun of. I was going to say demonic people, disabled people.
Wow.
I couldn't think of the word.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
We're gonna hear about that.
You can't get blood out of a turnip. What?
But if you could, would that be better?
I don't know.
It's-
I don't know where they come up with it. This one.
What are we
I don't
drinking?
understand.
Turnip blood. What?
Do
Oh,
I look
I
like?
like
Do I look like Bank of America?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't. I've never heard that.
And maybe that's because of all those like sneaky fees they were charging and stuff.
Maybe.
That could be. That was
I
weird.
remember. I know. I've heard. Do I look like I'm made of money?
Yeah. Do you think I have a money tree out back?
Yeah, and that's another one. It's just like, do you think money grows on trees?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
original one. And I used to get smacked for my comeback. Well, it is paper.
Nah.
You know, I mean,
My parents used to say that when I was a kid. Do you think money grows on trees?
and it'd be pretty nice. wouldn't it?
I didn't.
Yeah, I'd be doing a lot more raking. I can. Tell.
Yeah, really. I didn't attempt to come back for that one because
I attempted to come back for everything. That's where 2 of these scars came from on my face.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, I spent more time as a kid picking myself up off the floor than most people would spend in a part-time job.
Really?
I'm not kidding.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, you're
what I thought
you're
were
mischievous.
what I thought were witty retorts were just just fuel for other people's ire.
Oh,
Oh yes.
okay. That's our first word of the day. Ire.
Oh, that's wow, a 3-letter word. Really moving up in the world here, aren't we?
And then I'm so poor that I don't have a pot to pee in. I would use a different word, or a window to throw it out of.
You know, these don't.
That one I don't have a pot to blank in. My dad
Exactly.
I used to hear my parents. They wouldn't say it like in front of me. Mm-hmm. But if they were talking about like somebody they knew that like spent money that they didn't have and then acted like they were rich, they'd be like, they don't have a pot to in. I'd hear them like whispering and talking about that kind of stuff. And I was like, what is that supposed to mean?
Well, yeah,
Can't you
it-
just
it-
go out in the woods?
That
Like, I
kind
don't
of
get
sounds
it.
like a poor habit to really get into.
Yeah. So I thought those were.
Well, there's
pretty-
a story about that. It's called Little Petey Snake. You've heard
Really?
that? Yeah. Have you heard of this Little Petey Snake story?
Should we talk about that on the radio?
I don't know. I
or-
read it in Reader's Digest.
Oh,
When I
okay.
was like 7.
Okay.
What Little Petey Snake was hissing around the house, and
Okay.
Petey's mom, Mrs. Petey Snake, said, whatever, it was getting on her nerves, and said, I'm tired of you hissing around the house. Why don't you go next door? Mrs. Potts isn't home. Go hiss in Mrs. Potts' pit. And so Petey Snake was hissing in Mrs. Potts' pit, and he was just around there hissing in Mrs. Potts' pit. And Mrs. Potts came home, and she said, "Petey Snake, why are you hissing in my pit?" He said, "Well, I was over at our house hissing around, and my mom got tired of it, and she told me to come over here and hiss in Mrs. Potts' pit. So I came over here to hiss in Mrs. Potts' pit." And she sent him back home, and he goes back home, and his mom says, "Why are you here?" He said, "I was over at Mrs. Potts hissing in her pit, and she got annoyed and sent me back here." She said, "Well, how do you like that? I knew Mrs. Potts when she didn't have a pit to hiss in." So, yeah.
It does. I could never tell that story. I would totally mess it up. And you're laughing because you know it's true.
Yes, I do. Yes.
I could never ever do that.
You just called Helen Keller demonic, so I have every expectation.
I just can't get the words like sometimes they just don't come to my head.
There's
I
going
have
to
to
be
stop
random
drinking.
noise. I'm tightening the mic stand here. It looked like
Oh,
I was about
okay.
ready to. There we go. All right.
Oh, I could hear that.
Ooh, didn't it sound
Ooh.
here?
Ooh.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's very exciting. Yeah, we're real high tech here. Those are our sound effects.
Yes,
That's
it's the
great.
mic stand is made of wood.
Yeah.
The transmitter is a great big tin can.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Were there any more you wanted to talk about?
Oh, there were
here?
some really old ones that people don't say anymore.
Okay.
Like keep your powder dry.
Oh, is that talking about like women's face powder or gunpowder?
Gunpowder, darling.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Who cares about women's face powder?
Excuse me?
If it
women's
gets wet, it's just
faces?
foundation. Who cares?
Smear it on.
Or don't take any wooden nickels.
Oh, okay.
Remember
yeah,
that one?
Yeah.
And stores, different businesses used to give out, complimentary wooden nickels as an advertising commemorative kind of thing. And they were good for a nickel, toward merchandise, things like that.
To tie in, if I
we're
may,
tying in. Look out.
I remember a story a few months ago where I forget which bank it was. I want to say it was Wells Fargo. And this man, They started this thing where they did background checks for people who had even if they had been there for a while. He was there for like 17 years, and he got fired because in 1962 he was like 17 years old. He took a wooden nickel and put it in a Coke machine to get a Coke, and they caught him, and they arrested him and let him go. But it was on his record. Wells Fargo went all the way back to that over 40 years and fired him. He was 17 years old. So I'm sorry. I just had to say he actually used one of those wooden nickels.
I don't want some imbecile who thinks he can get a Coke with a wooden nickel handling my money
worked.
anyway.
He got the Coke. That's why he got in trouble. It worked. He put it in and he got the Coke. And I guess somebody saw him and ratted him out, and the police came and got him.
That must have been one very old machine.
Yeah, it must have been. But I remember that story from Wells Fargo, and it was like, seriously, dudes? Like, it's 45 years ago.
My dad had a Coke machine in his shop, and it took a nickel to get one of the 6.5 fluid ounce bottles of Coca-Cola out of there.
Were they the old glass bottles?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, they're so cool.
And you just opened the door and pulled out the bottle you wanted.
Yeah.
And it was behind a little lever.
Yeah.
So you just grabbed the cap and pulled it out. It was a really old-fashioned nickel machine. It was a Coca-Cola,
Wow. You can't even get them for $1 anymore in a machine.
Really?
It's a bargain. Like, I think at like Walmart, we don't really drink soda at all. But
This is scintillating radio, isn't it?
it is. No. But anyway, okay. So
What's the price of Coke nowadays? Hell, I don't know where I got it for a wooden nickel when I was a kid.
that's great. So were there any other sayings that you thought were
I don't know.
exciting?
Well, there are billions of them out there. I don't know. They're
billions?
Oh, certainly.
Okay.
Like stars in the sky.
Oh my God.
No, I hadn't prepared any.
Yeah.
But there are many of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like keep your nose clean.
Oh, I don't even want to know about that one.
Have you ever heard that one, Brett?
Keep your nose clean.
No?
No. He's like,
That was a big. Who's gonna check? That was an old saying when I was a kid.
I've heard that one.
Apparently,
but I don't-
behave. Mind your P's and Q's.
Yeah, I know, but
straighten up and fly right. All those things.
You don't want to think about why
A penny
where
saved is crap.
gets dirty.
Well, no, I don't. I don't know. I
That's
didn't
just odd.
invent these things. I'm not that old.
Not yet.
Whatever.
So apparently, Jeb Bush.
I hate that guy.
Oh, stop.
I don't know.
Him and his wife. They're older, but they decided they wanted to adopt another child.
Okay.
Okay, so they adopted a 7-year-old boy and they named him Chad. And they nicknamed him Hanging Chad.
Oh, God.
Seriously?
Okay. Will the Supreme Court get
Hanging
involved in
Chad Bush. That just not right. Hanging Chad Bush.
There's the last name, it causes decidedly innumerable limitations on the first
Absolutely.
name. Yes.
Yes.
A Hanging Chad.
Chad Bush.
Okay.
Yeah, and on that same note, recently.
Oh, God. What's it?
It doesn't end there, folks.
I can't wait.
There was an interview on, I think it was Good Morning America, with Barbara Bush, Laura Bush, and then the two Bush
The dog
girls.
from the Bush Bean commercial.
The two Bush girls. And I think it was Matt Lauer or whatever. And, they interviewed about the presidencies and stuff. And they asked Barbara Bush if she thought that Jeb Bush should run for president. And she said, no, 2 Bushes are enough.
That's right. Or one in the hand.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So, and then apparently, Lindsay Lohan's roommate, she uttered that phrase like 6 times last week when Lindsay asked her for another rehabber to have a sleepover.
Is that 2 Bushes or enough? Okay. Well, what do you know about that?
Yeah, apparently she agrees that Jed shouldn't run for president.
Well, I think we can get into more inventive reasons and more obvious reasons. For
And this week we have Captain Innuendo.
Hi.
Oh Lord.
Well, so in your research, what else have you come up with aside from?
Well,
God help me, I'm asking about.
We all know the Boston Marathon bomber.
Mm-hmm.
Bomber, not suspected.
Tsarnaev?
Okay. Yeah, Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. I
Close
guess I'm
enough.
saying that
Close
right.
enough.
I really don't care. Apparently, he's developed some groupies.
Yeah, I saw
and
that,
now
yeah.
they have. There's a fan club for him. Apparently, they say
Wow.
it's like the crazy ladies writing to people in jail. Okay, so it's really not.
Well, these
surprising.
are like young girls saying he's too cute to be
exactly.
guilty.
But you always have these
Twits.
insane people who, you had people writing to Charles Manson in prison too. They these crazy people. So apparently a reporter interviewed him in prison and asked him what he thought about it, about having these women groupies or whatever, and he said, "I'm not interested. I prefer Boston Cream."
Whoa.
And in other news, Captain Innuendo.
Huh?
Yes, Brett Michaels, all of this news is real. None of it is made up. It's all true and real.
Just keep your eyes on
I
the Pocket
didn't
Watch.
make any of this news up.
Would you like
I'm
to
just
play
curious
a
what
game?
Boston Cream means.
It's all wrong.
With it, we're up to quadruple entendre right now.
Yeah, see, I look at the news and I'm like, this is boring
And ask why.
and annoying. So I make my own news. That's how I roll. That's how I roll, yo.
That's how usually we could paraphrase JFK. You look at the news and ask why, and then look down at your blank paper and ask why not.
Exactly.
And,
Yeah, it gets fun.
as the phone starts ringing with complaints, we will know.
Yeah,
Speaking of the
exactly.
phone ringing with complaints, please call 856-227-1360. We would be delighted to hear from you. You can
Tell us
join
what
in.
kind of donut you like.
Wow. Or anything. I'm just. Does that reflect back on the previous story? Or
Hello.
Okay.
And welcome, Captain Short-Term Memory Loss.
I'm saying, hurry on. Okay. Whatever.
Oh
Please,
my
someone, please
God.
call and give me a
Help.
chance to go outside for a little bit. No, we were talking about a bizarre, weird kind of non sequitur today. Dogs.
Yeah.
And we were now Amy and the boys are trying to browbeat me into a dog. They want a dog, and I don't see any reason to have a dog.
Actually, what I'm trying to do is convince you that you're actually the decision is in your hands to decide whether or not we're getting a dog. That's what I've been trying to do.
I've already decided that all dogs are edible, so keep that in mind.
Okay. Whatever.
So I'm being being triple teamed here on the dog thing, and kind of reminded me of a story that didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
It harks back to this scenario, let's say, where a friend of mine, we were looking for ways to make money. He decided, it's a big pet boom, and it was before Pets R Us or whatever that place
Pets
is.
R Us?
What is that place? What's a big store for
PetSmart?
PetSmart? Yes, that's
Yeah.
it. And I'm not smart. Okay, and all the places like that. And dog breeding.
Yeah.
Breed them and sell them. What the heck?
Yeah.
I think that's
pretty
easy enough.
I mean,
the
they
dog
do
does most of the work
themselves. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, why not? Sounds good to me.
What I didn't understand, I didn't really do a lot of research. There wasn't an internet at the time. You can't just breed any two dogs. There is often an unfortunate outcome, and you have to call the new breed something.
Oh.
You know.
I like to hear these.
Well, it's like there are 164 different breeds of dogs.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And you with the outcome of breeding, unlike styles of dogs,
Yeah.
like I had, I made the mistake of trying a juncture between a border collie and a dog, a multi-breed with minor psychiatric issues, ended up with a borderline collie.
I hate when that happens.
Yes. Had a golden retriever, and there was it was this mutt, a really overweight mutt. I ended up with a wide retriever. It's just some, we had a. No, I'm not doing that one.
No, I'm not doing that one. I've done enough controversial material today.
Let Amy handle that part. Mm-hmm. There was a Spitz and a Chow. Tried to mix that, and then he couldn't keep his food down.
Spitz Chow.
Yes. You take a chocolate lab and a Maltese. You get a chocolate malted.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That would be so cool too. Like chocolate malteds for sale, $200
with whipped cream. Yeah. For those of you who know dogs, that was really funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
Okay, and they had you can't cross a bull mastiff and a Shih Tzu and actually call it anything.
Oh, bulls.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I found a little yappy little dog outside a convenience store. It's a Chihuahua Wawa. Those were popular.
Do it just a little bit better.
And a Shar-Pei puppy leaves indelible stains. Did you know that?
Sharpie.
and my last one.
It's your last one?
Maybe not. There is a dog called a Dandy Denmont Terrier. So I tried a triple breeding process between that, a Pekingese, and a poodle. And I ended up with a Peaky Doodle Dandy. So actually, and you can't take a Papillon and breed it with a meerkat. You just end up with a Pap smear. A few days a month, it's a bloodhound.
Pap smear. Oh my God!
There were others that I decided to throw out.
God, I could live. This is hilarious.
There was an Australian cattle dog, and there's a dog called a Harrier.
Okay.
And a Jack Russell. I mixed them and came up with a Great Barrier Harrier Terrier. And last, the Spinone Italiano. This is a 4-way deal.
Okay.
It's a little doggy orgy thing. A Spinone Italiano, a Bichon Frise, a Siberian Husky, and an Irish Water Spaniel, and I ended up with an Italian Water Ice. So whatever. They were all Labradori experiments. So whatever. I don't know.
God.
I'm sorry, that just hit me. I was
that's classic, man.
It's totally unpleasant.
You need to do some more of them.
Really? Okay. Yes.
They're very entertaining. I like the Italian water ice.
Every week we'll do our dog breeding segment.
What was the other one? The Yankee Poodle Dandy?
Close enough, yeah.
Chihuahua Wawa.
The Peaky Doodle Dandy.
Okay, whatever. That was funny, though.
Oh, thank
you. They're good.
We should be over it now.
No, they were really funny.
Let's move on. Thank you. It was another first from the Doc and Amy show.
Yeah. I got little tears in my eyes.
Did you?
Yeah, they were really funny.
My leg's a little wet. I don't know where that came from.
I think Bret Michaels was laughing too.
Really? Well,
they were fun.
Do you have a dog? Do you like dogs?
Yeah, I do have dogs.
Do you?
I do have a dog. I don't know what kind of dog, but it was very funny. Just imagine someone just coming up to you and like, what kind of dog do you have? Italian water ice.
Well, we decided on our dog's name when we get him already. We're going to call him Al Pacino. Al Pacino, stop peeing on the carpet.
All one word. Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Al Pacino. Just like Al Jazeera, sort of.
Stop humping that post. Al Pacino, don't bury your bone.
Al Pacino, quit jumping up on people.
No, we're totally naming that dog Al Pacino. That's the best dog name ever.
Can we get the Italian water ice and name him Al Pacino?
Sure.
Okay.
That would be funny, though, if they started like new dog breeds and actually named them. What was
Did
the
you
milk
pee on the carpet
chocolate
again?
one?
I'm just getting warmed up.
No. Did you ever see that movie, Scent of a Woman?
The Scent of a Woman. There you go. See,
Never
we're all
saw
over
it.
this.
Never saw it.
You have to
Really?
watch that movie.
Never saw it.
My headphones are so quiet. I can't even tell if I'm,
I can hear you.
Can you?
Yeah, my headphones are quiet, too.
Yeah, you're showing up in the Amish, the little
Yeah,
The
little
Amish
thingy.
what? This
Amish.
This is a bare bones radio station. It's the Amish transmitter.
Oh, my God.
Basically, it's a guy who's eavesdropping up on the ceiling and yelling out exactly what we're saying.
Yeah, exactly. No, Scent of a Woman's a really good movie. It's like it's a drama, and we like action movies mostly, but we watched it again like a couple weeks ago. It is really, really good. He was awesome in that movie.
That was,
I would
yes.
highly suggest it. And then last night we watched
I was just thinking about segueing into that. Donna.
Oh, were you?
I
Oh,
was.
see, today we were like, we kept reading each other's minds. It was getting a little freaky. We watched Beasts of the Southern Wild.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, we almost always, I would say like 95 out of 100 movies we watch are action movies.
Yes.
For the most part. But I saw this, and for some reason I thought Ben Kingsley was in it because I'm a moron, and he wasn't. But it was about...
Because whenever his name doesn't appear in the credits, she thinks Ben Kingsley is in the picture.
Exactly. But it's about this little girl in the bayou whose dad is dying and how she like comes to terms with that. And it sounds so boring.
So if you
description.
if you haven't seen the movie, we're going to give it away right now.
Yeah, okay. But it got nominated for an Oscar for Best Picture, and that little girl, and I can't, Quenzinale or
Oh,
something.
her name is impossible to pronounce.
It's impossible
all
to
consonants
say.
or something. I don't remember.
But she got nominated for Best Actress, and she was 6 when she shot the movie. And these people, the guy who was the lead, worked at the bakery across from the street. He owned the bakery across the street from where they casted the movie. He never acted in his life. He
And
walked across the street.
He was very good.
He was really good. This movie was awesome. And like I said, I don't usually like those kind of movies. I would highly suggest that one too. It was awesome. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if he's going to like it. But I don't like girly movies. Like, I don't like the rom-coms and the real mushy,
So
like,
what?
romantic comedies.
So why didn't you say that? A rom-com?
Because I
Are
don't
you
want
kidding
to.
me?
I'm trying to save my syllables here. Save the syllable.
You're just ab-fab, darling.
OMG.
Rom-com. Jeez.
You never
Is the
heard of
color
a
there?
that? No, it was a really, really, really
It
good
was,
movie.
it was.
And we were both so tired.
I waited until the credits to fall asleep.
No, he
That's how
did.
good
He
this
fell
movie
asleep. We were so
like that long
exhausted,
during
and
the
I
credits.
can't believe we stayed awake, but it really was very good. So I would highly suggest that to everyone out there if you want a good movie to watch. And
it's almost
the producer of Beasts of the Southern Wild can donate to www.
.AmyShow.com. It was almost as good as A Christmas to Remember.
It was almost as good as that. That was the movie Doc was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the stunt double for Gary Coleman.
Whatever. I don't even think he's alive. Is he alive? I don't think he's...
I think he is.
No, I
Gary
think he
Coleman
died
passed
of...
away.
Yeah, he had a
what?
kidney
I
issue.
think he passed
Yeah.
away.
Well, who am I? I'm thinking of Rodney Allen Rippey.
Webster?
No, Rodney Allen Rippey.
I
That's
have a
what I'm
manager who looks like Gary Coleman. So we used to call him Gary Coleman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Who's Rodney Allen Rippey?
See, now we're getting into. She's going to just call me old again. But there was one of the original Burger King commercials had this little kid sitting there, facing this Big Mac, trying to get his hands around it and trying to
Okay.
eat it. And finally, he identifies himself as Rodney Allen Rippey, and the guy off stage, the announcer, asked him how he likes a Big Mac, and he can't talk because his mouth is full of Big Mac.
Oh.
Very,
I've never
it was
seen
just
that.
a little kid kind of,
Oh, okay.
jerk at your heartstrings kind of commercial, and then he
Oh,
went on. He
okay.
did commercials and stuff, and now he was trying to become the mayor of some, I think, town in California or something. But Rodney Allen Rippey, they made a lot of jokes about him on Laugh-In. I mean, references to him rather.
Yeah, I've never heard... That's weird. I've never heard
Do you
of it.
remember Laugh-In? Rowan and Martin's
I do.
Laugh-In?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm familiar with that. Yeah, I'm not that young.
The flying fickle finger of fate, which
Yeah, I don't-
in my opinion is a completely different digit. But and they can do what they want. It's their show.
Yeah, we can actually do that on the radio because nobody can say us.
You don't have to do it with both hands. That's
It's more fun.
That's like typing in all
I
caps,
make
isn't
a
it?
cross. Do it behind my back.
put one in each ear.
Yeah.
Poke 2 eyes out with them.
Put it behind my own head. This is fun.
Did you take your
Such a
medicine?
rebel. I didn't. I forgot.
Good God.
Wait, did I forget? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's Leslie
Leslie Lohan.
Oh God. Linda Lohan. Whatever her name is.
Leslie Lohan.
Leslie Lowland. Yeah, Lohan. Took all your Adderall. I was going for that line, but it took we
There
had
you
to go
go.
around Kelsey's barn to get there.
Exactly.
Do you have anything else?
I
or should
do.
we just call it quits?
We have a new segment.
A news segment or a
new news
GNU news segment.
Yeah, it's called News That Needs Booze.
News that needs booze. Now, can
Yeah.
you tell us what that means?
I don't know. It just sounded. It just sounded like
I'm guessing from
catchy.
rehearsal that.
Oh yeah, we rehearsed the show. Like,
Yes,
at least,
in the
like,
car on the
9
way here.
times.
No, it's things that you, unless you're about half gassed, you wouldn't believe or even
exactly.
Yes, okay,
Right. If you would have let me finish, that's what I.
You said you didn't know.
That was my medicine talking.
Sorry, I didn't. Helen Keller. I didn't think you
Yeah.
were with us again.
Yeah. So these are our top headlines for news that needs booze.
News that needs booze.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
1. Justin Bieber's monkey has a hangnail. 2. Kim Kardashian's feet swell, forced to wear stompies.
Stompies.
Stomp, 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 stompies. Stompies are super cute, fun slippers that your kids will love.
You never seen stompies?
I have to go now.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Stompies! What the hell just happened here?
3. Lindsay Lohan's rehab roomie Instagrams Lindsay's granny panties.
Can we see that?
No.
Oh, damn it.
4. Grandmoms everywhere switch to thongs.
Oh, no.
And that's your news
I don't
that
want to
needs
see
booze.
that. It would just granny panties are good, bad enough.
Yeah, what inspired me for this
I
new
was
news
wondering.
that needs booze.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't booze, actually. It didn't mean that I
Are
was
you
drinking
dieting?
booze. Oh, shut up. Oh, Lord. There's vodka for that. Hello.
For dieting?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's very low in
all
calories.
potatoes all the time. You're an Irish girl. I get it.
Okay. No, I actually went on MSN yesterday, and these are the top stories. Okay, Justin Bieber's monkey troubles, Kim Kardashian's feet swell. Now I made up the rest of the part of the news, and then way down below it was like 2 Air Force pilots die in a crash, and the world explodes.
And
it's like
it's buried below Bieber's monkey.
below like Kim Kardashian's blank feet. What do I care about her stupid feet? And Justin Bieber's monkey. I mean, isn't that?
I've seen her behind
personal?
her feet must be pretty impressive to just carry that around.
I
all
know,
day.
but is this what the world's coming to? And then
Apparently.
we have pilots out there who are risking their lives to defend our country, and that comes below her swollen feet.
Well, they wear G-suits. Their feet don't swell.
Oh my God!
Is the collar there?
Yes, the collar there.
I feel like
Help!
I feel like I'm in a mine shaft digging at the walls. So everything just piles right in.
Oh my God!
So this is going to be an ongoing segment. The news that needs
booze.
I get it. I kind of like that. That's pretty.
Yeah, it's
catchy.
my way to kind of,
Promote
get
more
back
drinking.
at
Yes, that's
get
what, like,
back
the
at
world needs
media
that, yeah.
for reporting stupid stuff. No, it's crazy though. That's not right. It's like a slap in the face, Like I can't believe
Much
that was
the way the
higher
show
up in
is,
the
yes.
news. The news. I'm going to
Food
say
chain.
diorama. I don't know.
What? Oh, jeez.
Whatever.
Well,
Food chain.
as Daniel Webster rolls in his grave.
Yeah, exactly. So.
The news diorama.
Yeah, exactly.
Filmed in diorama.
Oh my God. All right, so I read an article
Hey, good for you, darling.
on, healthy eating and
And dieting.
and dieting and things like that, and things you can do to keep your body young and fight aging.
Mm-hmm.
So there are 5 foods that they listed that help fight aging:
Oh.
bacon, Big Macs, fried chicken, hot dogs, and lard.
And those fight aging. I guess they would, wouldn't they?
Because they kill you before you hit
That's
35.
pure genius, Tommy. You should. I don't know why you're not writing for a much bigger show.
Oscar Mayer, probably published that list. So just eat those
He's a
5
wiener.
things. He's a wiener. Just eat those 5 things. Oh, MJ. Now I wish I had that song.
I wanted to buy an old used Oscar Mayer Wienermobile and
that does not surprise me.
slightly modify it and call it the Van Johnson.
Oh God, that is not right.
Well, that's what I do here.
Well,
It's my job to be wrong. Just like at home.
Yeah, exactly. You're so good at it. Oh, we have a phone call.
We do have a caller.
Please don't yell at us.
I feel like Phil Donahue.
I feel like Phil
There's a
Donahue.
caller there.
And you look like him, too.
Oh, jeez. So, can you hear us, caller? Hello? Can you hear us? Can we hear the caller? No. Wait a
No.
minute.
Oh, hello.
Oh, there I am.
Ah, hello.
I just wanted to let you folks know I enjoyed thoroughly the dog segment.
Thank you so much. Thank
you.
Now, are you a dog aficionado?
Yes, I am.
Oh, and what's your name? Who are we talking to?
My name is Robert
Robert.
Joseph.
Oh, that sounds like
that's
a movie star
familiar
name.
sounding name, and you have a radio voice. Am I getting warm there, Robert Joseph?
I can hardly hear you, but I'll say yeah.
I think this is Robert, who has his own appearances all over this station, all over the clock, right? You're on in the mornings, is that correct?
Yes, a 5 to 7 slot.
Yes, this is our Robert.
I know.
Yes.
I'm like, God, I hope he's right, because if not, the guy on the phone's going to think we're nuts.
That's the whole idea, darling.
I never knew you.
Guys, I thought I'd call to start the chain of calls going.
Oh,
yes. And you know, we do appreciate that because, someone has to break the ice. And by God, it should be you.
Well, you know how they used to do it with Frank Sinatra, get all the gals screaming. They used to hire 5 or 10 girls to start it off.
Well, I just threw my panties on the table and nothing happened.
That's not right.
All right, thanks, guys. Keep up the good work.
All right, good. And everyone
calling
listen.
in.
I do listen to you in the morning. I encourage everyone else to do so. Listen to Robert Joseph. Great music. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure to hear from Robert.
Always a pleasure.
Yes.
That was very nice that he called in.
It
He's
is,
my
yes.
friend now. I mean, like before I didn't like him that much, but he totally knows I'm kidding. He's a very nice guy.
With that radio voice, just kind of.
No, he's one of those people you can't not like. He's just very nice.
Yes.
Not like Brett Michaels here.
Oh, man.
He knows I'm
He's gonna
kidding.
throw a
Joe.
stapler at you.
It's a comedy
No,
show. Of
he's
course I know
always
you're kidding.
smiling and
I'm always
upbeat
smiling.
and
Yes.
positive
Yes.
and heart. You know, I could just tell you're like real excited about doing this, and that's
Oh yeah.
He's
very
upbeat and I'm beat up.
refreshing.
Yes.
It is.
No, Robert's
What was
very
that? What was that
nice.
face? I'm so glad we're on radio. What was that face? Your if your lips.
What?
Yeah, your lips kind of came out and yeah, like that.
Like that?
Yeah.
Like fishy face?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And you were in the middle of speaking. It usually doesn't happen like that.
Yeah, so I say to we go to my nephew Luke. We say, Luke, let's do the fishy face. And you know how you squeeze the cheeks together? He's like, I'm not a fish. Like dead serious. Like, dude, I'm not a fish.
I'm not a chicken nugget. I'm a chicken hawk.
His son said that
My grandson.
His grandson. His nephew had him in the car, and all the they ride by, and all the girls were like looking at him because of the baby in the car. And they're like, "You're a chick magnet." And he's like, "I'm not a chicken nugget." Classic.
He wasn't then. He is now.
Yeah, and then I call my nephew Landon. I'm like, "Come on, Hot Rod." He's like, "I'm not Hot Rod. I Yan Yan." Like, it's amazing how they take stuff.
He's not on a boat at all.
Yeah, I'm not a fig on a beach. I said something was a figure of speech. Yeah. And he looked at me like I was nuts. He's like, "I'm not a fig on a beach." So
how do you get that? You know?
Oh my God!
That's a stretch at
They're
best.
so funny. They're like major comic fodder for us. The kids are really. The kids say the darndest things,
Don't they? Thank you, Art.
Heck, you say the darndest things.
I do, but I'm in my second childhood, so I've
Yeah, there
collected
you
some
go.
before I got here.
Okay, so we have some good news, bad news.
Again? Oh yes, I love this
Again?
segment. I love this.
Is it
segment.
that old?
Huh?
Is it that old?
I believe we have done this before. And
But this is a normal,
a
regular
reprise
segment.
of new topics. Yes.
So good news is Lindsay Lohan has remained in rehab for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Bad news. Welfare filings of drug dealers in L.A. skyrocketed as supply dropped 80%.
Especially of Adderall.
And this week, I'm going to be getting some speech lessons. So anyway, yeah. So that's
the
my
good
story. I'm
Oh,
sticking
okay.
to
So
it.
there's just one topic: good news, bad news.
Yeah.
Oh,
good
I
news,
was
bad news. I have so much stuff that we didn't do this week. So whatever.
vacuum the rug.
We have a special segment. a segment.
Can we get another caller who
our
can
own
speak?
language next week about Kanye West's next album. And that's a little teaser for next week. So you can sit there biting your nails. It's going to be really awesome. So we'll do that next week.
Kanye West.
Kanye West. He's Kim Kardashian's
It's not
Boy toy.
baby daddy or whatever. I don't know.
It's not Scoop Doggy Doo.
Not Scoop Doggy Doo. No. No, not Scoop Doggy.
Well, see, we were working on something like that. That's what I recall.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well, that's part of it. Yeah.
I don't remember no
I like
Kenny
to
West.
keep you a little bit on the outskirts of my brain matter.
I like all parts of skirts.
Oh my gosh! So apparently, Dan Pfeiffer. Do you know who Dan Pfeiffer is?
Not a clue.
He is Obama's senior advisor.
Oh, he has an advisor?
He does.
Where is he?
I don't know. Apparently,
they're paying him money. He's certainly not doing his job.
He's been drinking like the rest of us. So
Oh, well, yes. Actually, we're both drunk today, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. He insists that Obama didn't know anything about this. Excuse me, this IRS scandal. He insists he knew nothing about it, and he also says that when this happened in April and May of last year, that Obama was at the Texas-Mexico border building a welcome center for Mexicans called Hugs for Hispanics. So he's completely off the hook.
Yes, now bienvenido. That's French. I don't remember.
Bienvenido,
yeah.
have a good trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, like bon voyage.
Yeah.
Bon voyage is French.
I know that.
Bienvenido is
John Bon Jovi. Whatever. I don't know.
Brett Michaels.
That means you must be tripping.
Oh my gosh! Really?
No, we have actually. I don't know how long it takes to queue up here.
It takes a little while to queue.
We have. Oh, there you go. What the heck was that?
I just was tired of hearing you talk.
I see. The girl band just ran through the building.
Yep, exactly.
We have a couple of friends of the show, and every once in a while we'd like to.
That's all we have.
Well, we have three now, Robert.
Yeah.
But, we have some comedian friends. We have some musical comedian friends, and Carla Ulbrich was here.
She's funny.
Not so long ago, and we should actually queue up that segment of the show, but we aren't that smart. So we have her CD here. She does some very good, very funny things, and we just want to play a snippet of one of them for you, because the rest of this garbage you've had to suffer through. We want to play something funny for you.
Yeah.
So
Sorry about that.
we are going to do the second cut from her album called Sick Humor, The Lighter Side of Illness, and it is called On the Commode Again. Please enjoy. Give me a day now. I'm not sure that's it, actually.
This is not it, but we're going to segue into this. It's a teaser. I don't know why it's not working. We'll figure it out.
It could be that... there you go.
There we go.
Oh, God.
It's the booze.
On the commode again. I can't believe I'm on the commode again. Some people call it making music with your rear end, but I can't believe I'm on the commode again. On the commode again. Going in places that I've never been. Seeing things I hope I never see again. I can't believe I'm on the commode again. On the commode again. On the can of John, the throne, the Lou, the crapper. For all this time I spent, I've read everything from novels to knee slappers and tampon wrappers. On the commode again. Passing the time on the commode again. Hope no one hears the music coming from my rear end. I can't believe I'm on the commode again. On the commode again. find a commode again. I just can't wait to get on the commode again. I'd rather be out on the trampoline with my friends, but I can't wait to get on the commode again. No, I can't wait to get on the commode again.
Yeah!
That was the fabulous Carla Ulbrich. She was right here in the studio doing many, many things. And, it's always a pleasure to have in-studio guests. Usually what people are saying to me is something like this.
What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc? What's up, Duck? Yorana, Ahatera, Opetare, Inoroha, Otoraha, Iokai Wahine, what's up, Doc? What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc?
Okay, well, I usually get that more than that many times during the day.
I usually say, "What up, Doc?"
And it's a modified version of exactly the same thing.
You know who does that? Who's really funny and who can do that really well? And it's been years since you've seen him do it, so you probably forgot.
Is the on Family Ties?
No.
Okay.
My oldest son can do that. He sounds just like Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, because he always talks with his mouth full.
He leans against the wall just like Bugs Bunny with his legs crossed and says, what's up, Doc? I can't say it right.
What's up, Doc?
Yeah, he does it. He does it really well.
I do. I'm a fat better. We're hunting rabbits.
You need to do more voices.
That was more like Bill Clinton.
Doc's a genius at doing voices.
Huh?
You're a genius at doing voices.
Oh, thank you. Yes. It's all the personalities speaking for themselves.
I like the old blues singer.
Oh, the old guy, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My grandma, she's a little bitty woman, but she beats you with a Washington Monument. She'd get her hands on that. No, we have a lot of fun. We talk back and forth and crazy.
Yeah, we use different voices when we talk to each other at home.
And we're not going to get into that either.
No, we're not. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, they're just, things that, and jobs. I think next week we'll talk again about strange, crazy jobs. It dawned on me today when I was thinking back on, some of the strange occupations that I've had over the years, and there have been dozens.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
he's got some stories.
Yeah, and I've been through the legitimate hiring interview processes dozens of times, almost to the very end. I can't. The one thing I remember.
They either ran for their lives or kicked you out.
Yes, I think you're underqualified. I remember I had a job in fast food, and I just people don't think about what they're saying, and my whole point is about thinking about what you're saying.
Right.
When a woman has her son there and she's exasperated because he doesn't want a kid's menu, he wants an adult meal, and he's trying to point at different things. Finally, to try to figure out if he's going to be able to consume the entire special, she looks at me with a straight face and says, "How big is your number 2?" And of course,
oh my God,
that prompted a colorful discussion. And so whatever. And we'll get into jobs and
none
dating.
None of your business, lady.
That's right. So we're having a party here in the studio.
We are.
How about that? Right here on live radio.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. So we've been beset with a crowd of nice looking people who are probably
it's
waiting
our fan club
to get on. Our fan club. There are 3 too many. No, we have several shows that happen here back to back, and I think at our back here is another show waiting to happen. So, welcome everyone. And certainly you should have called in earlier. It was fun. So, what we in closing down the show, we want to thank Robert for giving us.
That was very cool.
That was very pleasant. I really enjoyed talking to him. And of course, as always, you are all welcome to call in at 856-227-1360. Give us your input, your output, whatever you've got. This has mostly been
okay.
output,
I don't know about the output part.